friends, this is 28th episode of hashtag success sauce, hashtag Win Obstinacy, 8 chapters, part 10, that is 8.10. Last episode I had mentioned how for no fault of mine I was demoted because as a junior officer I had the courage to tell indirectly the deputy managing director that you are doing something irregular, and as store officer I will not allow it. I forced him to put his official effects to be transferred to Chandigarh as personal effects, which cost him money. Money is not important to him, but I had the courage to point it out to him that he was doing irregular advice. Cost me a lot. I was demoted, and it was a quiet suffering, and it was a great insult because not only I was demoted, I was put under my junior, who was purchase officer then. From store officer I became his junior as assistant purchase officer, whom I used to call by his name. I had to start calling him sir. It was a silent suffering, and I had endured it without any external showing. Nobody could understand how much I suffered. But, truth always prevails, and that is how it had happened. My boss was on a day's casually. Somebody came to me because he was not there on a particular subject, which revealed that my boss had done something illegal and irregular. And that time MD was there at Calcutta, an Englishman, and our general manager had told him that this man, so Mr. X, is to be sacked because he has done this irregular and illegal thing. An immediate reaction of MD was just you think and I would sack him. What is the proof? And next day he comes and tells general manager that you sacked Mr. X. He said, sir, yesterday you rebuked me that I am seeking advice from you that Mr. X should be sacked. And today you are advising me the same. He said, the reason is, yesterday evening I had gone to his residence and I found he is living in a standard higher than the standard I live in. This is 1976. He gets only 1,500 rupees as his salary. I get 10,000 rupees as my salary, tax free. And how come he can maintain a standard of mine or better than my standard with this salary of 1,500? Obviously, the source is something else, and source is illegal gratification. He should be sacked. Therefore, he was sacked because of me. And I told you how I got double promotion last time. That is because of my performance. Now, let me draw your attention to the famous cinema, Three Idiots. There, one chap who had broken his limbs and all comes in a wheelchair at the interview, and somebody said, interviewer said, no, you have to change your attitude to what customer likes or what management likes. He is about to go back saying, sir, after a fall from first floor, after breaking my bones, I have been able to create an attitude. Let me maintain that, sir, even if you don't give me the job. And the interview board was pleased and he got the job. So, situation is your attitude. Your attitude should be on the path of truth, and you should be very smart and clever. It had happened. I was temporarily in charge of the branch at Raurkela, and there was very heavy rain, torrential rain, so absenteeism of workers were very high. The cranes and other equipments were down because of water leakage, and at that time my adversary from steel plant had pushed in maximum number of wagons so that my failure can be exacerbated, and that is what happened. Deputy General Manager came straight to our site and said, Mr. Mukherjee, all the wagons are not loaded and the steel plant is suffering damage. Therefore, I will give a dictation about your inefficiency to your personal assistant, and you have to sign that. I said, okay, sir. He dictated a very long note that I am very inefficient, incompetent, and all that. And he said that this signed note must come to my junior assistant general manager by 3 p.m. By 3 p.m. the note had gone exactly what he has dictated. And then AGM said, what is this? I cannot sign this. I cannot accept this. So he took me to the Deputy General Manager. Deputy General Manager said, what have you done that my Assistant General Manager is not agreeable to take your note? I said, nothing, sir. Whatever you have dictated. No, you have added, customer is always right. I said, yes, you are my customer. You are right. So that is what I had said, customer is always right, and I have signed. That means whatever I had dictated all wrong. I said, no, sir, I have not said so. Then he smiled at me and he said, you have won over me, and torn off the note sheet. And he took me to his general manager and said, sir, this man is impossible. I could not put him to the gallows, so to say. And general manager said, yes, I know. The same thing happened with my dictation also. I had dictated about some deficiency of his so-called deficiency, which was not really, just to put fear in his mind. And he was not signing that paper, and my PA came running. Sir, he wants one word to be changed. He asked the PA, what is that word Mr. Mukherjee wants changed? He said that somewhere you had mentioned has to, and he said it should be should. And general manager smiled. He said, I know his vocabulary, his strength in English, and with one word changed, he makes the whole story absolutely untenable. That is what is the attitude. At all times, you have to maintain that your attitude is very important. It is always up and following the path of truth. The same general manager had promoted me to deputy general manager against the wishes of my MD. Because he was a board member, he insisted that yesterday night this gentleman had saved your 2 crore crane. That is the time at 1975. 2 crore crane means something as it is 20 million, and by today's standards 200 million cost of that equipment, which was about to fall in a ditch. And he made arrangements with dozer and others, and ultimately he saved the crane, went home at 3:30 and came back to office at 8 a.m. as usual. I have checked that up. So he is the right man to go up in life, and the management must consider his credibility and take note of his efficiency and performance. He should be promoted to deputy general manager. The point is, friends, that you will have ups and downs in your life. Life is not made of roses. I had mentioned earlier also, and literally so. And you must have faith in your destiny. If you feel, or if you are strong in your feeling that your destiny cannot be changed, so that gives you the strength in the mind, strength to overcome fear from bosses, ruthlessness. Thank you, and wait for my next episode where I would be revealing something more, and you like the thing with and share and subscribe with pressing the bell button, which gives you notification for new things. Next thing will be my winning at Paris.